Good after fucking noon, y'all. It's Friday the 13th, so y'all know what that means. It's Jason Day. So y'all better be in the house by 9 p.m. or else he gonna be outside waiting for you. But nah, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing, y'all. I don't want to get y'all scared and whatnot. I don't want to get y'all scared. But here go the guest Cash T. I found her on Instagram. Let us begin the process. Watch this. Watch this. You, you, you,
What's
you.
good?
Come here.
What's good?
Come here. All right. Tell them your name and where you from.
I go by Cash T. I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Let me go get my hat, my LSU hat, real quick. I can't even get it. I don't feel like getting it. I'm just leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Fuck it. I'm gonna leave it there. And what got you into being a female underground artist?
I'm gonna say, to be honest, I would say from I took inspiration from Yeet, but I started making music like way back. I say probably middle school. I mean, I feel like I feel like I've been had a passion for music because before I even started like recording or anything, I would just write lyrics down.
Well, you had a notepad or a notebook.
Yeah,
Well, it's better to write the lyrics down than have them, going out down because you might mess up on some.
nah, facts.
And how does it feel to be a female underground artist in a male dominated genre?
I mean, to be honest, for me, I feel like I get props, if that makes sense to you. Only reason why I'm saying that is because, like, if people hear me, they think, oh, she's a dude. But if I tell them I'm a female, they be surprised. They be like, what the, you know, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse on here, but they be like, what the fuck? That's a female? I be happy as shit, though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Because they think you a dude.
No, because it surprised them. I don't know if that's a good response to me.
Like, why would it surprise them that a female can be an underground artist? Like,
I don't know. I guess because we don't have many female artists, to be honest.
man, it is well, whether underground or mainstream, rap has always been a male dominated genre. Like
Yeah,
hip hop and rap, they are like it's always been about the females and whatnot. Well, the males. It's a male dominated genre.
yeah,
I mean, you got a few female MCs out there, a few heavy hitters like Lil Kim, Missy Elliott, who else? Lauren Hill, even though she isn't much of a rapper,
yeah.
and like all the other female artists and whatnot, like SZA and all that. But as far as them, it's still they still outnumber because it's mostly males in that sport,
Yeah,
and it's like you got to show some. If it's like if this makes sense, it's harder being a female in a music world than it is being a dude because females they get so much criticism. I mean, the dudes do too. Not gonna lie, I'm not finna put all the blame on the females. The males they get criticized too, but not as hard as the females do because most of these female MCs nowadays, they put out nothing but what I call prostitution music.
yeah.
And it's like nobody don't want to hear all that all the time.
Nah,
Why do females like female artists they gotta talk about and they gotta be sexual about everything? Like damn. I mean I understand that sex sells, but you don't gotta talk about it every time.
no facts.
But I mean it was like that in the 90s too. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't that much, but it was some. It was some, not
Yeah,
all.
it
Not
got
like
worse over the years.
like compared to now, no, it got 10 times worse
But I
because
mean to say comparing the mainstream to underground, you don't hear it as much in the underground scene though.
you don't hear it as much as the underground, but the mainstream, you're gonna hear it all the time. You're gonna want to turn the shit off.
Trying to tell you.
And the thing is about these mainstream artists is they don't pay attention to the underground. Well, Kendrick Lamar did. He put all underground LA rappers on his GNX album, but that's about it. But as far as these other mainstream rappers, they don't put underground artists on none of their tapes unless they know them or pay the hefty price.
Yeah.
And that's what make me so disappointed about the mainstream game. They don't want to put on little talents and whatnot like Kai with his streaming university. He didn't have no small or up and coming streamers. He had none but clout chasers on his streaming university, and that right there that pissed off a lot of people because people want to get heard like the small the small content creators and the up and comers. They want to get heard too, but nope, they don't want to do that. That's why I don't like about that.
Nah. Cause when I first heard about that first streaming university, he was saying something about putting on smaller platform people. I mean, he put on smaller platform people, but they still had numbers on their account. So that shit just confused the whole nation.
Like they had the big numbers, and he didn't put on no up and coming content creators. He put on mostly everybody that already got a fan base and big numbers. Like I hate these comments. We're not talking about Miles. That's a good point. We're not talking about him though. So shut up. But how does it feel? Like what in your point of view? What are the ups and downs of being a female underground artist?
I say some ups is like basically for me, I'm gonna put this in my perspective because I don't know how every other female artist is. But some ups is for me is like I told you before, like with the dudes, they fuck with my music. I'd rather have a male fan base than a female fan base. Cause I feel like a male fan base, they'll understand you. A female is not so much cause I feel like they dick ride at some point. And then the downs for me is like, I guess when I'm trying to make content for my shit and it's not getting heard.
And that's what we call being a hater. They don't want to support you, so you just move on to the next person that will, because one person won't, another will.
Hell yeah, I'm
Because
already knowing.
it's crazy how people want to support other people, but they don't want to do it. Like whether you underground or have talent, got a small business, they don't want support because you changing for the better, and they don't like that.
And that's what family, friends, anybody.
Like they don't like you doing better for yourself, so they want to tear you down the best way they can, and have you looking all messed up and whatnot, and they trying to drag you down back to their level, like you was before. It's
Yeah.
the whole point of doing a career and being, well, I would say the whole point of being an underground artist is to get out of the surrounding you was in and look at the bigger picture. You don't want to be stuck in the same place forever,
Nah.
because that'll be nerve wracking on your end because you got to come up with ways to get out. and whatnot. Other than underground music, what career, what else would you do other than underground music?
I'm not gonna lie, like I graduated in 2023, but I went to school for like one one semester. I was going for what's this shit called? Oh, film directing. I was gonna be a film director, but music got a music had a hook on me for some reason.
So you wanted to be a movie director.
Yeah,
You gotta go to like you gotta be in school for I don't know how long for that.
yeah, this shit was gonna take a little minute though. I think they told me about 4 years because I was going to a community college.
Mostly usually community colleges are only 2 years, unless you keep going back and forth and back to it.
Yeah,
But you can like you got Twitch, well not Twitch but Discord. You can start streaming on Discord and previewing music for the people that want to hear it. Like you can do that because Discord it may have chat rooms, but you can mostly like you can stream on there too if you connect your socials to it. Like you got Twitch or you know you can connect Twitch through Discord and start streaming on there.
yeah, I'm gonna have to see because I don't even be too much on Discord unless like Song Wars or something.
Y'all go. Meanwhile, y'all go tap into the underground Super Bowl we having this. You know, Skull and Bones is hosting an underground Super Bowl, Talent Super Bowl. So if y'all want to participate in that, y'all just DM me and I have them let them know that y'all want to get on it because the underground Super Bowl is starting soon. We got to have at least 100 some people in it, and it's gonna be a little while because we getting all the people in. So yeah, if y'all want to participate in that, go ahead, let me know. And I had them. I'll let them know. And it's on Discord. It's gonna be on Discord. It's gonna be on Discord, and it's gonna be streamed. But so far as that, what made you come up with your artist name?
To be honest, I really don't know. I was just going through a lot of usernames starting of was it no June of 2024, and I just came up with that because it was based off of my last username I had was I can't even remember my last username, but it had some involvement with the C and the X already, and then I put T at the end because it's everybody called me that, so I just added that on to Cash T.
I thought you was gonna say CT. I'm like, what the
Nah,
CT? Like the capital letter C and TEE.
nah, that would have been crazy.
CT. Like that is wild. Though. That would be a wild ass name. But what else? I ain't gonna. What if you were to make content on Twitch? Would you do streaming or IRLs?
I really don't know. I'd be the type to do both, just for the fun of it. Cause I feel like if you do one, it's. I mean, I'm the type of person to be shy at first, but when I get used to shit, I start picking up on other stuff. So I'll probably do both.
So you'll do both IRL and streaming.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good way to go. But like but on Instagram, what how would you compare Instagram to a lot of these other apps, social media like TikTok and all that?
I feel like with TikTok, it's a fast movement pace. Instagram, I don't really post on there as much, so I don't really know how to compare it. I mean, it's a good way to get you out there, but it's almost like you gotta have people on your page already. And by that I'm saying like a good amount of following, I guess.
Well, you got to build an audience before you start posting. That's how I did it. Like I will when I didn't like have no posts, I will build up an audience first because that's a good way to start. Like you build up an audience, then you start posting whatever you want to post. Because who gonna look at a page with zero followers and a whole lot of content? That
Yeah.
is that is crazy though. That is crazy. But in order to have a good audience, you gotta know some people that got Instagram and all that and whatnot. That way you can build up your audience and also be in game group chats and those that is a wild topic by the way. Oh, being in them group chats, you gotta have a stomach. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta have a stomach because they will start trolling the hell out of you.
I'm already knowing. I
They
done
will
been through that before.
they will troll. They will start doing all this BS, playing fate and picking and choosing. They play politics. I ain't with that. I ain't gonna lie. I stopped making them because they was getting too out of control to the point where people just don't want to be in them. Like the game community has changed every step of the way. It used to be simple. Now the YNs and YBs got into it, and it went to hell.
Mm.
It went to hell. It went down the shitter. But being a female underground artist, what would you say the risks of being an underground female artist? Like, what are the risks?
That's a good question. To be honest, I don't really know no risk because shit. If you want to do it, you just do it.
Because it's like you get scrutinized for being in that in that genre. Because I don't see too many female artists like that, like underground. I know a few, but I don't see too many of them.
Yeah.
And it's like if the guys can do it, so can the girls. I'm like, why y'all putting them down that for something that y'all doing? Like that is crazy.
I mean,
Then
it always been like that though. If we think about it.
well, yeah, it has, but whether mainstream or underground, it always been like that because they get looked at differently.
Then it's like you gotta dress a certain way. You gotta look a certain. I be so sick and tired of that shit.
And if you don't do this, you don't get put on or whatnot. Like I ain't gonna lie, I look at it like like they over like it's crazy what it's crazy though because female MCs should get credited just as much as the men do, and they work harder than the dude does. Be real, they work just as hard as the guys do, but they get less credit because simply the fact that it's a male dominated genre. The man gets credited for everything, but we got to look at it. If it doesn't have sexual lyrics in your songs, you won't get looked at as much because
No facts.
like let's be honest, the females and the female MCs, they over sexualize everything from the way they look into the way their lyrics is. They Like they saying a dude got to pay this much to let him hit.
Man, that
Honestly,
shit is wild.
honestly, that's prostitution. That is prostitution. You gotta pay to play. The Bima thinks she a casino or something.
She must do. I remember seeing this TikTok of this. I forgot her name, Miss Trinity or some shit like that, and she blew up. I'm like, what the fuck? How? I don't understand. This is the thing I don't understand. They'll blow up over stupid shit. Meanwhile, you got people that's putting in work. They'll post TikToks consistently and don't get hurt or nothing. I'm like, what the? Something wrong with the damn world or something.
Nah, they just like negativity and whatnot. Like they like negativity. They don't want no. They don't like positivity like that. If it's like something like you starting a business, they ain't gonna look at you like that. They like ignorance and whatnot. They like all the negative. They like all the negative shit. Like if you go to like this art and your favorite, like this artist right here went to jail, they would be quick to cover that. But if that artist is doing something good with their lives, they ain't gonna cover that much and cover it that much because they like the negativity. All the blog, if you looked at all the blog pages, what do they post on there? Rappers,
Negative stuff.
rappers going to jail, rappers getting the beefs and stuff. Like nobody don't want to see that all the time.
Yeah, this should be crazy.
And the underground, and in the underground, they be having beefs too. I ain't gonna lie, but it's more like, but it's more people that support the underground than the mainstream because the mainstream artists they don't want, they act like they too good to drop music and whatnot. And but the under some of these underground artists do that too. But we're not talking about them right now in this part. But mainstream rappers they act like they too good to give back to their community and whatnot, like drop music for their fans and stuff. They being too stingy,
You ain't lying about that.
but also don't sign to a record label.
Oh no, I already put in my research for that shit.
Don't
I
do that.
never. All you need is a team, a good team at that. Make sure you do your research, because if you don't, some people fuck you over.
Like these record labels, they'll fuck you over. Not lying, they will fuck you over because let's say if you sign for 1 million, half most of that gonna be gone. Most of that gonna go to lawyer fees and whatnot, just in case you get in trouble and what in trouble. Then a little and half of that goes to the producers and whatnot. So what they leave you with, I don't know how much, but let's say you got, mm, I say about, let's say about 30, like 50K left, and that 50K you got, and all that money you got to pay back. That because because you got to read the fine print. Never sign to no record deal. Always have your masters, and this from everybody. Always have your masters. That's the most important thing you can have as an artist. You gotta have your masters because that can help you in the long run. You can drop whenever you want to. You can do whatever as long as you got your masters and independent because independency is is more valuable than a record deal. You can like independency. You can have. I would say you can have. I would say more freedom. You have more freedom than you do independent than being in a record deal because the record label controls you. They tell you when to drop. They set up all these interviews for you, tours and all that. They set that up. They set all that up. But when you're independent, you gotta struggle. You gotta roll with the punches.
And eventually you'll get there though.
But I say don't sign to a record label. Don't do that. You won't like it in a couple months. Cause
Yeah.
all these mainstream rappers, they don't want to be in record labels. They want to be independent. Like you don't want to be controlled or whatnot.
No.
You don't want to be controlled. So that's just how it is. But what do you think about the Grammys? What do you think about them? If you
You talking
see
about the ones that they hand out the awards?
that is the Grammys for music artists and whatnot.
I don't even know because I don't even watch them.
Fair enough. I didn't watch. I watched a little bit of. I watched the D'Angelo tribute. That was pretty nice. But every every person like J. Cole, Kanye West, and Jay Z, they boycotted the Grammys at one point because they wasn't supporting black artists and whatnot. They didn't recognize black talent. So
Yeah, that shit be getting out of hand too.
it's crazy. But how do you like being a female underground artist?
I mean, it's fun, but at the same time, it's like a struggle too. Only reason why I say it's a struggle is because like you got to think as a female underground artist, you got to put yourself on that platform until you could find somebody that's gonna help you or push you out there. Cause I mean, you can have your people around like friends, family, or whatnot, but we all know that the family and friends ain't gonna help
Not
unless
all.
they really supportive of your decisions. Which I don't think that need to be a decision, cause that's not they're not doing it. You doing it for yourself.
You doing it because you're expressing your artistic ways, your creative side.
Yeah,
Like you creating you expressing your creative side. Like music, it has various reasons on why people do them, but the main thing is that people do music to express their creative side. They let they're flexing their creative muscles, as the old people would say.
yeah, and I also do it cause it helped me like I don't mean to put my business out there, but like I sometimes I struggle with depression, anxiety, all this other stuff. When I'm feeling any type of those emotions, I go straight to music. After I'm done with my say a song or two, I feel so much better.
Because music is therapy,
Exactly.
and everyone needs therapy, someone or others. But do you have any more questions?
Mm, I did have one before this started, but I can't even remember now.
Oh, like just I would say just text me the question I answered.
All right.
Now I'm finna end this one. And thank you for being on here.
I appreciate you for putting me on here.
You welcome. It ain't nothing. It's just everybody need a platform at one point.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna end this one. Thank you for being on here, and I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. A fantastic evening. I'm signing out.